What's up, everybody? I made this video last year in hopes that it would help you out this year, and I just wanted to say that regardless of all the tips and tricks that I use or I'm about to show you here, I hope that you don't let yourself get this hot in the first place, and that's kind of the key to it, is just seek refuge before it's too late. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm in the ambo and it said that it was 116 in there, and I turned on my max air fans, two of them, one blowing in, one blowing out, and I got this window cracked. But damn, this is so hot to the touch. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of tricks, man, to try to keep cool if you can do it, you know what I mean? So 115 degrees. I've got this fan on. I think that says 100%, right? It's on auto. I have it set for 90, yeah, so I'm gonna push it. You see it said 100% right there. Air out, the top's open, it's 115 right now, and I have the fan set to open at 90 degrees. It's a nice thing about having this remote. This one does not have that. So right now it's just, I have it blowing in, and so hopefully it creates like a tunnel. Then I actually have this open, and it kind of brings the air through. I have some insulation on that window. I'm gonna block out this window, and then it's gonna continually get hot. I could like block out the front windows with the Reflectix, but what I'm gonna do is go pull under some shade and see how much difference that makes. And then, yeah, we'll see what else we can do to stay cool, I guess, because it's hot in Arizona. I just pulled it under some shade, so I am gonna come back and like take a little. Let me rewind that. Okay, so what I was trying to say is, parked under some shade, come back in like 10 minutes, see how much of a difference that made. Then we'll do something else, and we'll do something else. Okay, let's do this. Now it's been 10 minutes, so let's go see if anything's changed. Temperature before, to only 10 minutes ago, was 95, I think, and then now I just took a screenshot of it and it's 96. So in 10 minutes, it's even gotten hotter outside, but let's check the temperature inside. And like I said, all I did was pull it under shade. It says $110. So down like 4 or 5 degrees just by going in the shade. Well, shade in the fence. Right, so I had this up there like that, just covering half the window. Got all the windows covered as much as I can, and then I have the front windshield covered as well as the side ones. Let's see what the temperature is, if it's any lower. 103. Hopefully, as you guys saw in the screenshot, it's like 99 degrees, and when I showed you the thermometer in the shade, it's showing like almost 110, like 108. So let's go see what it says inside. So it's 103 in here, down from 116. 13 degrees difference, which to me is significant. 103 in the shade, like, I'm all right with it. I mean, I'm not dying. I feel comfortable. But you're not going to be doing anything active. You're just going to be sitting here and surviving. But I'm kind of curious, like, I wonder if I compartmentalize, like if I put up a blanket to cover the pass-through to keep any heat that comes through in there will do a difference. I'm going to do that too. But you can also see that it's 103 in here, and that was a significant increase in temperature outside. So it's gotten like 5 degrees hotter. It's going to be 105 today. So, and not being in the sun is huge. So let's go ahead and put our blanket up and come back in another half hour or so and check it out. Okay, guys, so what I did now is I just put this wool blanket, and it separates the pass-through from the front from the back of the cab, and I'm hoping that any heat transfer will be stopped by that. And my batteries are still doing good, so I don't have to worry about being in direct sun. A lot of people are like, oh, you have to be in direct sun. Well, you really don't. But so anyway, yeah, let's see what happens now. Give it another half an hour. See what the temperature difference is. Just by blocking that off, and then it's going to increase outside. So I mean, if let's say we get down to like 100 or stay at 103 and it's 105 outside, like I'd say that's a win. But we can see there's other things you can do, is like also is create your own little like swamp coolers if you have water and a little mister or something. Real hot, I'll put this thing over the window and I spray it with the spray bottle, and it kind of creates like a swamp cooler effect. The only thing is you have to kind of keep spraying it, and that kind of can be a pain in the butt. But yeah, let's give it another 30 minutes and come back out. I hope it at least stays where it's at and doesn't get hotter. It's gonna get hotter outside regardless. About 103 degrees outside. I would say it's a win even if the ambo is still at 103. But hopefully it went down even more with the couple little tricks I did. Have one more I want to try. But that means I gotta stay in there for a little bit. So let's check this out. Okay. 102. So not too bad. 102 still hot? Yes, it's very hot. But when you're just chilling in here, it's not that big of a deal. And if I had a big old screen door, I think having it open and having all the airflow in here would be even better, because when I open it up, it feels even cooler. But so 102 from 116, and the temperature went up. What is that, like 10 degrees? What was it, like? I'll have to look. I think it was like 95. So 8 degrees, because it was 103. So went up 8 degrees outside and went down degrees. What is that, 14 degrees inside the ambo. So that's pretty good. But I have another one that I'm gonna try, and I'm only gonna do it for 10 minutes. But basically, it's like making a swamp cooler out of like a bandana or something put over the window. So let's try that. This basically, in this situation, I'm hanging a shemagh over the window, and you can see how the air is coming in. So what I do is I take my little pump here and I pump it up with my sprayer, and I kind of do a nice thin layer on this. Give it a second to absorb. Do it again. Try not to get it to start dripping everywhere, but if it does, it doesn't matter, because it's just aluminum down there. I'm spraying it from the underside, and you can just soak this thing too if you wanted to, and then wring it out if you had a little bucket or something. And there's very fine mist. Watch. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, it's not very much water coming out at all. So give that a second to absorb, and let's see what happens. I'll wait in here 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. I have been sitting in here the whole time. I'm not sweating. Still pretty warm. I really can't tell if it cooled down a whole lot, but I don't know. I feel like it has. So let's check the thermal. Well, a surprise, so I did not do anything or check it prior. 99, it just bounced up to 100. So I think that's still, it wasn't 98 a little while ago, but we'll see if it goes back down. I mean, it's getting hotter outside for sure. It's gonna be 105, 106 today. I think that's pretty good. 16 degrees cooler. And I got one last hack I want to show you. If you're able, there's no reason to suffer if you don't have to, right? AC, baby. Yeah. I got some generators if I need them, but I'm plugged up to the power at the house, so let's get that puppy cranking. See what it does in a couple minutes. We'll do it for 10 minutes. Right at about 10 minutes, so let's take a look at what it says. 85 degrees. Basic.
AC, baby.
Times calls for desperate measures. Gotta do it. Ah, feels good. Feels so nice. Thank you guys for following Happy's Trails. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps somebody shoot.